Okay folks, today I'm right here in Kingwood, quite literally within a hollering distance of my own house. So if my wife screams I might actually hear her, but just across the block. And we've got bees that are up in, I believe, up in this soffit right here. I think I feel a little warm spot right there. Doesn't look like too busy of a colony. I mean, you see activity coming and going, but it's not the biggest, baddest I've ever seen. So we're gonna try to pull off this fascia board here and hopefully be able to open them up right there from the side. There'll probably be some framing in the way. We might end up having to come underneath here, but I'm going to try to get them from the front because this is going to be a pain in the butt to tear down. But anyway, let me back down the ladder here and I'll show you kind of what we're working at. This is a sort of a window box, I guess, but it's an interesting little setup. So that's upstairs bedroom, has a built-in desk, so the wall does not come all the way down to the roof. So it's a window box, but it's not accessible from the inside. So we don't really have a choice but to come from the outside. So anyway, I got my tools and everything set up here, so I'm going to start taking off that trim and see what it takes to get this sideboard off, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we finally got them opened up here, and my efforts to take off the front board didn't work. There was a 2x12 hiding right behind it. Grossly rotted, unfortunately, but that's a different story. But here's the bees, just attached right up there at the top under the window box, hanging down. Nice white combs. They've just been here this year, and we're gonna start cutting some combs out. But so far, knock on wood, they've been nice. I'm not wearing my suit or my gloves or anything, and hopefully I can do this job without it. Well, I'll show y'all where I'm at. It's been a pretty good removal as far as, relatively easy. Got all the combs out, and you can see where they were at. That's interesting. They were entering down here on this edge and then actually crawling back this direction and build their combs here, which typically they're right behind their entrance, and then they expand as they need to. But these actually built kind of proactively out. But they've only been here maybe 2 months at most. The combs are extremely fragile. I don't know that I can give them 2 months. Maybe through one brood cycle. Very, very fragile combs. I was able to transfer a few, and the bees, for some reason, they've done this to me on a few other jobs recently, they just reject the combs. Like as soon as I touch them, they reject the combs, like I've done something to them, and I don't know what's going on with that. But they weren't staying on the combs, they weren't staying in the box, and they kept wanting to run back up the roof and back in here, and so I've been smoking them real hard trying to get them out. But I have not seen the queen yet, and they're pretty stirred up, so they're not really giving me any direction on where she might be. They seem pretty happy to settle on the box with the aid of some lemongrass oil. Yeah, they're all crawling all over the box. And these are big bees too. They keep throwing me off because every time I see one from a profile, I think, oh, there's the queen. They are big bees. But yeah, I have not seen the queen. So I'm just kind of hanging out right now. I just keep smoking them, trying to get them out of the cavity, and looking for her. But everything went good. They're nice bees. I got stung once on the knuckle just because I smushed a bee on accident, but no suit, no gloves, no veil, so I'm happy. I like happy bees, and we're just trying to find that queen, but they're all sorts of displaced now. They're clumping up here, and they're clumping up there on the corner a little bit, and scattered all over, so they're messing with me, but I'm hoping to get them and maybe get home before daylight. That sure be, or before dark. That sure be nice. Okay folks, so just a quick wrap up on what ended up happening. The hive was right here under the window, and unfortunately I got all the nests and everything out, but while doing so the queen managed to scurry up into that corner deeper, and she got somewhere up either beside the window or behind the stucco wall. We can knock on the wall inside, we can hear them, we just can't tell where for sure they're at if it's an echo. So unfortunately with this job, the homeowner has opted to at this point go with extermination. And honestly, I can't blame them. They're going to have quite the cost on replacing all this wood rot. Everything around the window all has to be replaced. And of course they're going to pay the exterminator too. So I gave them a little bit of a discount. I feel bad. It didn't go the way I liked. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. So anyway, we're done with this one. Tools are picked up and we're headed home. Not a success.